Okay, I'm going to read this word that I got from my son um, when he was only 13, I believe. He'd just been saved. Now, he really didn't know much, but there's things that would come out of his mouth when he would go into the spirit would be quite something. So I'd ask him questions, because he seemed to have the word of knowledge and stuff like that. But a lot of times he would just start telling me something different. But imagine as a young kid, hadn't read the Bible or anything yet, nothing like that. I'm not saying what this is, but I've read it quite a few times every now and then, and I'm experiencing some things now that are more relevant in this message. But I'm just going to read it. So imagine it's a kid, the way he's talking sometimes isn't 100% clear. But this is what he started. He just went into this kind of place as we were talking and started saying this. As end times close in, everything will get more false. That's why it will be so hard. If you are surrounded in falseness, it's just false, false, false. Even the people that are trying to be what we are now, they will be the false versions of it. Things in it will be corrupt. Things in it will be wrong. What we will be seeing more is people will use God as an excuse for their sin because they will blame it on something. They'll blame it on a demon. They'll blame it on their being attacked. But they won't give up. They won't give up the sin. They'll just stay clinging onto that. And there will be such a lack of faith. Faith will be so scarce. Even the people that don't sin, the greatest believers, if they are not proactive, they won't have any faith. If they are not doing things with gifts, if they are not doing things for Him, they won't survive. They will not survive if they are just not sinning. They can't just not sin and pray. They have to do stuff for Him because He needs to do stuff for them. He needs to do a lot for them to be able to make them get through. And really it will be like closing in. It will be like a black hole where everything gets sucked into it and it'll get smaller and smaller and tighter, and there will be less air to breathe, and it will become harder and harder until there's just that much space for people to fit through at the end. So many people will be crushed by different things, whether it's corruption, a lack of faith, whether they are saying it's too hard for them, whether it's just getting too tight and they are struggling and they are trying and they see that it will be just so much easier, and they are being offered so many things and they are being tempted with so many things that they'll just give in. The only people that will survive will be the people that will be fighting back at an equal force. To be able to survive in the end times and stay faithful, you are going to be able to push back against that with more. You are going to have to do more. And then I asked him who this was for, this message. And he said his head just filled up with a big bang. And he just felt the word faith. And he said, faith will be scarce, and the faith will be harder and harder. It will really test true faith, because now the thing about faith is that you can have faith but not have the thing about faith is you can have faith but not have a punishment for that faith. But end times, your faith will be almost a constant punishment, as it will be constantly tested, because everyone around you, slowly one by one, the weaker in the Lord will go. Everyone around you in your daily life will be gone to the other side, and they will think worse of you. You can see how you could just easily just go, okay, I'll do it. And that's his message.